Since the earlier video, we've been receiving a lot of messages about which phone numbers we called, how we were able to get Tannu and her father a bed, etc. So here are some numbers that have helped us out greatly, and in case it's of value or benefit to any of you, here they are. Sorry, I'm going to be reading the numbers off because I don't have them memorized. First number you're going to need is the WhatsApp Maharashtra COVID helpline number. It is truly very helpful. It is truly very helpful. The number is 2026127394. 2026127394, and of course the 20 is the area code, right? So you just feed that straight into your phone. I fed it in with a +91 and then the 20 extension. The reason you need this number is so that when you start WhatsApping and you start responding to the various prompts, one of the things they lead you to is the helpline number for your specific city or your specific area. So the number I give you for my city and my area may not necessarily work for your city and your area. However, for Mumbai city, the number I had received was as follows: 022 4708 5085. 4708 5085, and that number is answered by a BMC official or a BMC doctor, and they will try their best to answer your query or at least update you on the new policies and whatever other information you may need. This is not the number to call if you are looking for a hospital bed. Not the number to call if you're looking for a hospital bed. The number to call if you are looking for which hospital has a free bed is 1916. It works from a landline and a mobile. 1916, the option you're looking for is option number 3. However, I must warn you, they must have an overload on that number or something. It doesn't always work. You can try it, but it doesn't always work. The Mumbai hotline does, however, work. And the procedure that BMC has set up is working. So the procedure goes like this. As I mentioned earlier, BMC hospitals are not testing anymore, right? So you have to go to a private lab. Now, we tried Metropolis, but their phone number was very busy, but they responded to an email that we sent. So I'm going to give you the email ID. The email ID is support, SUPPORT, at metropolisindia.com. Metropolis is METROPOLIS India.com. So if you drop them an email in case their phone number is too busy and you're not able to get through, they will reply to you and they will help you schedule an appointment. We, however, went through Health Spring in Cuff Parade. That's simple, health, HEALT, spring, Health Spring in Cuff Parade. So you can find the Health Spring in your area and contact them and they will walk you through the procedure. It's easy, it's simple. However, it is a little time consuming. You have to walk over there or you have to go over there. They have to get you to meet one of their doctors who will fill out the BMC approved form requesting a test for COVID. Without that BMC approved form signed by a doctor, you cannot get a COVID test. So HealthSpring facilitates that for you, as well as has a partnership with a private lab who will do the throat swab. So once you go to HealthSpring, they'll walk you through the procedure. They are very, very helpful. We use the one in Cuff Parade. In case that is of value to you, the phone number is 2217 4545. 2217 4545. So basically, you get a digital token number from HealthSpring. You show up at the private clinic the private lab with that token number. Anyone accompanying the patient will not be allowed in and you will have to wait outside. So be it. Patient goes in, has a throat swab done, comes back, comes home. From there, it is literally on autopilot. Now, guys, listen carefully here. If you try to buck the system here, you will get into trouble. You will just frustrate yourself, is what I mean by getting into trouble. If you buck the system, you will just find yourselves very frustrated. The first night when we were trying to get Tannu's dad a bed, we did not know this system. No wonder we were so frustrated and we ran around for 12 hours. It was just so unnecessarily difficult because we didn't know the system. Then when we did this test with Tannu, again, we didn't know the system I'm about to tell you. So hence I had to run around with Tannu to hospital and try to get her a bed. But once we mastered the system, by the time we got to her mom's positive COVID test, it worked like a champ. So here's how it goes. Listen, please, carefully, to save yourselves and your family from a lot of trouble of running around to hospitals looking for empty beds. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. The BMC has taken care of that for you. All you have to do once you take your test is stay at home. Stay at home. If your test is positive, the BMC will call you. They will call you. You will get a call from 3 different departments at BMC. 3 different departments at BMC. First call you will get is from someone who wants to come to sanitize your home. The second call you will get is from a doctor inquiring what the medical conditions are of the patient as well as those at home. What that doctor is trying to do is assess whether you need a bed in a hospital or whether an approved facility for treatment will do. Once he assesses or she assesses the patient's symptoms, you will get a third call, and that is from the ambulance department, also run by a doctor, who will come and pick up the patient and take them to wherever they have found a bed for the patient based on the patient's symptoms. Sometimes this process of coordination between Department 2 and Department 3 takes about 6 hours or so, maybe less, but they will come, they will find a bed, and they will get your patient into treatment. Now, this procedure works like a champ if your patient doesn't have serious symptoms and has just tested positive for COVID. However, if your patient can't breathe and has severe symptoms, I'd have not had to go through that with Tannu, her dad, or her mom. So I don't have an answer for you as far as that goes. But for the average person getting a positive COVID test, needing a bed, this procedure is working. Save yourselves a lot of heartache and don't run around from hospital to hospital. If you get a positive COVID test, follow this procedure. BMC will call you, they will find you a bed, they will get you a facility. And once you're in the facility, you are documented by the police for being into that facility. They track you for the entire 10 days that you're in that facility. You have 5 days of medication, at least that's what Tannu has had, and then 5 extra days of staying at the facility to make sure you have no further symptoms, and then you're discharged. So we hope this information has been helpful to you. We've really been through a lot in the last 12 days. We wish we had known some of these numbers and some of these processes earlier. It would have saved us a lot of trouble. If you have any other suggestions or ideas or something I've overlooked, please do let us know. But this is a system that had worked for us. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves.